deal.
Thank you. So today for Tabletopics, we're doing the 90-second art critic. And so just to give everybody a heads up, you have a few options here because I got a little creative with the pictures, and hopefully they'll work out for everybody. But you can be an art critic, so you can take the picture and tell us what your opinion is of the art and quality of the art. You're welcome to tell us a story about the picture, made up or otherwise, or what does the picture remind you of is another option. So I've got 10 pictures. If we get through all of them, that'd be great. And if not, so who would like to go first? I'll have you pick a number. Someone has to go first.
Yeah.
Hello. So do you want me to pick one for you, or do you want to pick one?
Oh, go ahead and pick one. This was a photograph created by an eminent artist who went to the San Diego Zoo and found all of these animals and then combined them in a montage. The interesting thing about it is he did get into some trouble in the San Diego Zoo when he went into the elephant enclosure. And the elephants weren't really very happy with him being there, in that he did not bring a peace offering or anything. They did not want to release their photographic rights until he brought something. So anyway, there is also in here some eagles, and again, they were a problem. He got confused with a California condor. Of course, the San Diego Zoo has this condor program, and but he really needed an eagle for this photograph because he was determined to have an eagle. In any event, we are very pleased that he was able to capture all of these animals in what wasn't quite the outside environment that they should have been. But anyway, I'm afraid I don't remember the artist's name.
Who's next?
Yes.
Number, what was you starting?
1 through 9.
7.
All right.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Perfect.
I am so pleased to introduce this next artist to you. Little Adam. Little Adam. He is such an artist. He started out as a prodigy at 1.5 with a crayon. Little did you know, his mother didn't tell you, he was born with a crayon in his hand. But this is a picture of his family. Looks like they're going to the beach. And this is little Adam right here. This is almost like a self-portrait. He was excited because, one, he had his favorite ball. He had his favorite striped t-shirt on. And his sister was still looking crazy. But I'm impressed with Adam, and I love his artwork. I've been collecting it for years. I have it all over my house, all over the walls, because one, I know one day Adam will die. And it will be very, very, very expensive, and I'll be very, very rich. So thank you, Adam. Thank you so much for letting me, share your priceless artwork with you today.
All right, who's next? All right, 1, here are your numbers.
9.
9, okay.
Wow, I'm very happy to introduce you this piece of art. This is really love of my life. And the artist is standing in front of me. I took this photo in 2004. It was my first day in Chicago, and I joined a new company, and it was Sunday. I was supposed to join Monday. I landed in this new place. I did not have a car that time. I was going to rent one. I was hungry, extremely hungry, looking for a restaurant, and I saw this beautiful place called Dennis. And saw this beautiful photo, and I said, that's it, I fall in love. And this is the exactly dish that I ordered, and since that moment I'm in love with this piece of art. Thank you.
Who wants to take that? Everyone's getting the easy ones so far. All right, there we go. And here's the easy one. Here's your numbers. All right. Oh, you're easy, good one.
Oh, no, this isn't a good one for me. I'm not a fan. Sorry, guys. I don't like cartoons that are dirty. And guns, too. I sound like a junior higher. I don't know, I just don't laugh at this stuff. I like, what's the...
Hello Kitty, My Little Pony.
No, I don't even like Hello Kitty. Like Cars, like good, clean, wholesome cartoons. That's fun. Planes, I haven't seen that, but that's on my to-watch list. But this is kind of really scary too because he has guns. I don't know if they have guns often in that, but he looks really intimidating. I think his name's Stewie. Yes. See, I know a lot about pop culture these days.
He's from the Family Guy.
Family Guy, yeah.
Family Guy. Yeah.
You can take another one if
I knew that too. I have nothing to say about him really.
It's just a funny guy.
There you go.
There you go.
Yay.
Who's next?
That's a good one.
That was the worst possible one, so don't worry. Who's next?
All right. Yeah.
Fateful last word is the hardest. That was the worst one. 5. Yeah.
5? Okay.
Alright, this is an interesting one. Everyone can see that? This was a lost piece of work, and this was actually done after the original Mona Lisa. She had to stand there for so long, she was really tired, so she's like, I've got to get like the before and after, I'm really tired, and you know, you miss the best feature of my body, which are my feet. I mean, look how really, really big, so you got to find a way to get those in there. So it's actually lost. I think maybe they lost it in World War I or something. They found it in an archive. But this is floating around here. It's actually the follow-up to Part 2 to the original Mona Lisa.
How much time? We got a lot of time.
Well, not quite. That clock, even though being adjusted, is still... Yeah.
All right, who's next? Making stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Tracy. You done 6 yet?
Nope, we can do that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
This lovely photo, I can pass it around if you guys can't see. Much to the consternation of my brain, I'm going to explain it to you guys. The lions need their teeth cleaned. And so instead of having a normal-sized person do it, they just find it so much better when the dentist is tiny, so we shrink them in this tiny machine. So then you can get in there and clean that lion's teeth, just so you have good dental, when you're eating small animals. You want to keep your teeth strong. There have been a couple dentists that we lost. We don't really have a method to prevent them from swallowing or just eating the dentist. So it's quite a risky. It is quite a risky profession. So we actually need, if you're looking for a new job, and so we're making this art to kind of convince people of this new career field that you can enter of lion teeth cleaning. It'd be fun climbing up this mini ladder. Do you have any taker? Thank you.
All right. Anyone next? Or do I have to start calling on people?
I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go with number 1.
Oh, okay. This is like one of the classics, too. Perfect.
Computer generation of graphics and design is amazing. This is actually a computer-generated image of what Steve and I, my husband and I, will look like in about 30 years. Although somehow they misinterpreted his hair to be regrown back in a little bit. But I still have lovely golden locks, which I'm excited to see. Unfortunately, we don't look to be very happy. So I'd have to talk to him about that and determine why the computer assumes that in 30 years we will be so miserable. But we've always wanted to live in a little barn house, a little cottage, pitched roof, just the two of us sitting on our rocking chair, him exhausted after pitching hay all day on the farm. I'd loosen up my collar a little bit, take off my apron, baking homemade bread. But you know what? If this is the life that I have to look forward to, I'm not too scared. I don't have wrinkles. Maybe that's just because I don't smile a lot. But it looks like I either grew or Steve shrunk. So hopefully it's the first and I get taller. And yeah, so that's that. If in 30 years you're looking for me, just this is what I'm going to look like.
Anyone else? We have 3 left. They're calling your name, Nikita. Since you helped me print these out, I'm going to leave this one for you.
He left me the dirty work of running over the printer, so I was the one who got in trouble if I was printing in color. So this painting actually reminds me of my uncle's house up in Washington. I can't remember if it was during the summer or winter, whenever gooey ducks are around. I don't know if anyone knows what a gooey duck is, but it's like a clam with this really weird long arm, and you can go out to a place where the water's really low and you have to like dig down and pull out these like weird clam looking things. You can look them up online, they're very strange. What else does it remind me of? going snowboarding, I guess. There are nice mountains in the background. And there are elk, which are also very nice, and trees. And it's very pretty. If I could retire in a place like this, that would be great. I don't know what else to say about it. I think.
Good.
Oh my gosh, they are gross.
Yeah.
Gooey duck, you said?
Yeah,
Gooey
it's
duck.
like a weird arm wormy thing that comes out of the clamshell.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, I mean, not normally. I thought that
it's
was
under, you can even YouTube it for a dirty job, gooey duck.
Mhm. You have to put on boots that like go up to your thighs because you have to dig down so far to actually find them. It's weird. No.
It
No,
can
but
hurt
it's a
you. That's a
clam.
good question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, we have 2 left. So, I would tell you that they're not too bad. If someone else wants to come up and talk about one. I only had Nikita to call out, so I don't have to do anybody else. You don't have to do. I knew you were going to come through.
Wow. Here's the photo. I'm going to start by saying I'm really glad I didn't get Stephanie's photo because I didn't know who that guy was. Monterog had to tell me who he was, and Adam had to tell me what TV source because I clearly am out of touch. So this is going to be helpful because it just reminds me of nostalgia. Not quite as far back as yours in the American Gothic picture of being 30 years old. But this does remind me of, and I haven't lived in California all this long, but I imagine there once was a time where people here, and it wasn't so busy, and it wasn't so crowded, that people could just drive down Jamboree Road, go to the ocean, and apparently you can park your car on the beach back then, or wherever this is. But it has some surfboards, it's got some, I don't think you can see it, but it's got a towel, and actually a bikini, and that's where the interesting part of the story is, because somebody's not wearing their bikini in this picture. So I'm wondering if, in this actual picture, because you can't really tell, but the windows are either steamed up or they're see-through to the ocean. I'm thinking that they're steamed up, and the person that actually owns this bikini, which, by the way, it looks to be 2 tops, no bottoms. So it's maybe 2 women in the actual I could be mistaken. I absolutely could be mistaken, but it does look like it's a secluded beach. Nobody else is around, and that, again, it did originally remind me of nostalgia, but then now it reminds me of something else.
All right, I'll do the last one. So this one's near and dear to my heart because one of the things when Nikita was helping me to get ready for this, I asked her to go ahead and do her own portrait for this. And so I asked her, I said, Nikita, I'd like you to draw a picture of what you think I'll look like 30 years from now in the business environment. And she came up with this. So when she came back with this, I said, well, Nikita, that's not very nice. But she went through kind of just explaining, you know, she said, well, Adam, you're on a path, and your receding hairline is going to head that way anyway. So I figured it was only a fair depiction of you. You also have very poor posture when you sit at your desk, so I figured eventually you'll have quite the hunchback. As well, you're I don't know where I'm going with this. As well, I expect you'll be wearing a suit, so I put you in a suit as well. So this is Nikita's depiction of me in the future. So thank you for that, Nikita. Appreciate it.